Hey, welcome back to the channel today. We're going to talk about one of the most difficult things for golfers. We're going to talk about how a single plane golfer hits off a downhill below the feet lie. So there's no better feeling knowing that when you wake up in the morning to go play golf, so that you're going to play well. There's no better feeling of hitting good golf shots down the fairway. So my mission today is to help as many people as possible wake up every day feeling good that they're going to go out there and play great because of the single plane swing. All right, so this is number 15 here at Oak Tree National, and a pretty typical spot where I'll tend to drive the golf ball from where I play is, you can see it'll come down the middle of the fairway, and then it'll catch on this slope, and this is kind of caught up in the grass, but it'll get right in here, and then it'll roll into this spot right there, and you can see the ball is going to stop on the downslope. So now what happens is this ball is way below my feet. I mean, if that was level right there, it's probably 25 degrees below my feet. 25 degrees. So what happens now, look at this. This is pretty typical because see where the hole location is? Far left, trouble left, not easy. And then I have a hanging, we call it hanging Y, it's below my feet. Let me show you what happens to these because I think people kind of lack the understanding. Let me measure this first so I get the right club. But people kind of lack the understanding of why this shot will drift to the right. If I'm a right-handed player, it'll drift to the right, but I'll show you why in just a second. So 158, 160. So, and that's just a little outside my 8-iron, so I'll grab a 7. Here's what happens. Now, a golf club. Golf club is built on a plane. Okay, so you got this plane of the club. That's the angle of the shaft coming into this angle of the club. Now, what that means is this club is square to that plane. That is the way it's designed. If I take this club and take it off its plane, when it's square, it's no longer aiming at the target. So square is no longer aligned with that plane. So if I stake a tee on this club face like this, right, that would be going directly at the target. If I watch what happens when I go, I'm just going right here, maybe you can see that tee. It's going to the target. If I go ball above the feet, it goes left. See that it angles to the left, that tee's going left because I took the club off of its plane. I haven't changed the angle of the face. I'm simply changing the plane of the shaft, and because of the loft of the club, it's changing where it's aiming. So ball above the feet goes left. Ball below the feet, look, it's going to the right, because I'm changing the actual plane that this club's designed for, which should give you some indication that you need your clubs fit well for you. But when the ball is hanging below my feet like this, it's steepening the plane of the club, which means even though when it comes in square, it's open. I don't know if I did a good job explaining that, but that's close, right? So basically, even though you think the face is square, even though you think because relative to the plane of the shaft, it's not. It's confusing. Okay, but what does that mean? Well, how do I adjust for it? There's a couple things you can do on this, but the biggest thing for me is I'm going to aim a little to the left. I don't love that idea here on this particular shot because there's trouble left. So as a strategy standpoint, I might aim at the flag and just let the ball fade to the middle of the green and give myself a 20-25 footer for safekeeping. But if I do want to try to get it close to the hole, I'm going to have to start at left of the green. Now, there's a trick to these if you want to take some risk. I'm not a risky guy out here too often, but I can compensate for that. You can close the face. I don't like doing that. I don't like anytime I'm manipulation. It's so hard to predict. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to aim, see the fan on the left, I'm going to aim just between the fans there, the two fans. I'm going to aim it left, make a normal swing, not changing ball position, not changing anything. Because the ball is below and it's steep in the shaft plane, it will naturally fade because of the slope. So aim at the fans on the left, make a nice normal swing, and I have to tilt forward more because the ball is below the feet, so I have to tilt down more a little bit to get, that's why because the club is steeper. So I'm more bent over. Now, once again, you got to stay with it. You can't come out of the shot, so I'm going to stay with it and watch the ball fade. And there it is, that natural, wow, it's perfect. Right at the flag there. So that was a good one. I took the risky line because I started to left. But, so once again, I followed the slope with my tilt, more bend, but now you got to stay with it. I feel much more bent over on the way through. The natural plane of the club, because it's steepened, open the face, the ball fades to the right. No compensation, just follow the slope, let the ball fade. So you can see where that one ended up. It didn't quite get to the green because sometimes when the ball curves, it takes off distance. Like I only had 158 yards, 7-iron, but because it went high and cut, it's not going to go as far. So this maybe went 154 yards. But anyway, it's right on line. And you can see that it started here. Remember between the fans, it started here and then drifted back to the line. So that's what side hill lies do. You got to follow the slope and you got to stay with it. The hardest part is staying with it because the ball, you're bent over more and the ball's below your feet. Hope you're enjoying this content. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I'll see you in the next video.